I know I've been doing this for a short amount of time, maybe a couple months now. Not too far into it. Don't have a whole lot of videos, reviewers, or things like that. But today we have a first in vintage toy freedom history. We have a vintage toy freedom fail. What I mean by that is we have something that I purchased with the intent of opening it, but then once I received it in the mail, I decided I couldn't do that. And the item that has the notoriety of being the first vintage toy freedom fail is this G.I. Joe Sergeant Savage, Commando Sergeant Savage with VHS tape. So I got this in the mail. I think I paid maybe $7.50 for it shipped. And I've got into the Sergeant Savage line recently. Before I was strictly, the 3 3/4 inch Joes, stopping at 1994, maybe having a few, modern sculpts here and there that were kind of cool. But I picked up a few of these in lots, including this one, some of the other ones like the General Blitz and some of those guys. And I don't know, they're cool and they're inexpensive, and I like them. I like them a lot. So I bought this guy. I was going to open it up, and I was going to show the VHS tape on my VCR, which yes, I do still have a working VCR over here, and a pretty decent VHS tape collection. You can see some of the titles there. Still working on that. You can find those at yard sales and flea markets for a quarter, 50 cents or less. And yeah, I actually have a VHS tape in here. Let's see what it is. It was something that my kids were watching. Luckily the tracking it looks pretty decent. I don't have to mess with the tracking, if you remember having to do that. Oh, so they're watching Hook. Or I guess we're about to watch Hook. Classic film, and I'm sure lots of us watched Hook on VHS when we were kids. But yeah, so we are not going to open this guy here. He is going to stay in his cell. Poor Sergeant Savage is going to remain a prisoner of war. But what I intend to do is purchase another one that I am going to open, and we will watch the VHS tape. I just can't open this. It's just too beautiful. I do have him loose. I think I'm missing his little briefcase and maybe a knife. They're cool figures. They're cool. It's a cool line. I've started getting into it. I suggest you check it out. The packaging is cool. It's got the die cut here with the bullet holes. It's got some Joe Kubert artwork. Classic comic artist. This was a cool line. Very underrated. You can find these very cheap, and obviously you can get a free 22-minute animated video with this as well. So here we have the first. And I'm not going to say it's going to be the only, because I'm sure there might be a few that might pop up that I regret opening or determined not to open, but this is the first vintage toy freedom fail. So he is not going to be opened. He's going to stay in his prison, go somewhere on a shelf in my closet, and hopefully we will get to open this guy up in the near future. So thanks for watching, and sorry to disappoint, but like I said in previous videos, I'm not a maniac, and I just cannot destroy this beautiful specimen of an action figure.